With many schools opening in a matter of weeks and some cities and towns mandating that we wear masks in public, it's important to talk to our kids about the importance of wearing a mask and why we have to do it. We have pediatrician Dr. Anna Maria Temple joining us now to talk to us about talking to our children. Hi, Dr. Temple.
Good morning. It's so great to be here, guys.
Nice to see you again. Yeah, getting a child to wear anything, whether it be a hat or mittens or a mask. I mean, how do you even do this?
You know, it is so hard and it's such a controversial topic, but the reason we're talking about it because in our states it's mandated. And you know, the first thing that I want it to be a positive thing because children are very receptive to positive messages. So the number one thing I say to them, I'm like, the reason we're wearing a mask is to help others not get sick because we could be carrying a virus that can cause other people to have boogers, snot, sore throat because the children understand
speak their language.
Right. We don't be like, and then COVID and shortness of breath. They don't understand that. But boogers and snot, they get it. And we're helping other kids stay healthy. And that's a very positive message that we can share with our children.
Doctor, where is the age where it's okay to wear masks? I have worn them where I will work out outside and then I can't breathe after like 10 minutes. So for children, when is it okay for them to wear it and it wouldn't mess with their smaller lungs?
You know, that right there is a really difficult question to answer because we simply don't have enough data on that. You know, I am concerned, like everyone else is concerned, about our small, younger kids wearing the mask to school. You know, in North Carolina, it's like 11 and over. And then I still question, can an 11-year-old go through the school day all day with a mask on without having headaches, without having other, other symptoms I don't have a really good answer for that.
Talk to us about the importance of finding a mask for a child, because, I mean, does an adult mask work always or no?
Well, it doesn't because children's faces are so much smaller than adults. And if you have a large mask on the child's face, there's going to be so much open air on the side. So it's not really protecting them a whole lot. So the mask has to be fitted more to their face. You got to make sure that the fabric that you're using is not overwhelmingly tight on their face, right? It has to be a breathable surface because just like you guys said, they're going to have to wear it all day. So they have to be able to get oxygen and air. So it is really bad. You're going to have to try some on because not all masks are created equal. And their faces are not going to be your face, and their faces change over time, which is going to pose even more issues. Not to mention that if you use a reusable mask, they're going to have to be washed regularly because children are gross and they're going to throw them on the ground and then they're going to pick them up and put them back on their face. And this, I have 3 kids and this is what they do with their clothes regularly. This is what they're going to do with a mask.
Yeah. Last week I went mini golfing with my former professor and his kids, and we all wore masks the whole time. And I think what got the kids excited about wearing the mask was that they had like the Incredibles on the mask. They can get themed ones, and that gets them a little more excited to kind of rep their brand a little bit.
Right. I call it COVID chic. So we can kind of add a little bit of pizzazz to the whole thing, even though, and again, I know people are not excited about this, but it's mandated, so we can make it a little more positive for the kids. In some schools, they're actually creating an extension of their uniform. So like if they're the Gators, they get Gators mask, and they're trying to make it a little more interesting, shall we say.
Doctor, there are still a lot of government officials who are giving us mixed messages saying, kids really aren't at risk. It's not that big a deal. Let's get them back into the classroom. When you hear something like that, as a pediatrician, what are your thoughts?
Well, that is awesome question because we just got numbers from, and I'm saying it from North Carolina. So for example, since the month of June, so since June 1st in Charlotte, North Carolina, where there's 250,000 kids, 25 of them got hospitalized since June 1st. So in a month and change, only 25 kids out of that many. And most of them, and all of them did well and they went home. So the numbers show that children are not as affected, that children are not spreading. They're not the harbors of the disease. It's the adults that are spreading it to children. And this is contrary to flu, because in flu, the kids, they go to school, they all get it, and they spread it to the adults. This is opposite. It's the adults are giving it to the kids, and we're finding that the kids are not carriers of this disease as previously thought.
Well, there are some numbers for you from pediatrician Dr. Anna Maria Temple. Doctor, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
It was great to be here. I hope you guys stay well.
Thank you. You too. We'll be right back.